swimming around, just like a boy fish in a goldfish bowl. Goes for the little girl fish with his heart and soul. I go for you and I don't care who knows it. It's love in a goldfish bowl.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Love in a goldfish bowl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so if I kiss you when we're in a crowd, it's 'cause I love you and I'm very proud. Don't care who watches while I hold you tightly. It's love in a goldfish bowl.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Love in a goldfish bowl. I'd like the world to see how much you care for me and just how much I care for you. I really want to show it like the boy fish in a goldfish bowl who loves the little girl fish with his heart and soul, swimming together through life's clear blue waters with you as my only goal. Love in a goldfish bowl. Just like the boy fish in a goldfish bowl who loves the little girl fish with his heart and soul, swimming together through life's clear blue waters with you as my only goal. Yeah, love in a goldfish bowl, love in a goldfish bowl. Swimming around, 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 swimming around.
I was hoping you'd see me. I'm a wreck. Nervous time.
Don't worry about it. It's a nervous generation.
That creep Bates is flunking me in geometry.
Yeah, I can just hear him. No, there's no reason for you to fail, Blythe Holloway. Girl of your potential.
Oh, Gordon, I'm so miserable.
Take it easy. So's everyone else in this crummy school. You know why? Because they all have parents with problems. Like not being married at the time or about to get married again. Like my mother.
You heard from her?
Yeah. She wants me to come to Honolulu for Easter vacation. Join her and her nut friends. She's taken up surfboarding at 39. You see, she has this young face. That's her problem. That and the fact she read Scott Fitzgerald once and nothing else since.
I don't want to go home for Easter tomorrow either. My father will climb on a broom when he sees my geometry mark.
Well, you know, if old Owlhead Frowley hadn't put us off limits to each other, I could have helped you pass that exam. He runs this place like a Fuhrer.
So what am I going to do? My father never pays any attention to me. I'll just mope around Denver for 2 weeks, listening to him make speeches to the legislature. Senator Holloway, the golden voice of Colorado.
Hey, Blythe.
Yeah?
I was just thinking.
Yeah, I could hear you.
No, I just had a twitching idea. I'm not gonna go to Honolulu. I'm gonna take my books, my records, my paints. I'll lead the contemplative life. You know, like Thoreau did when he went into the woods. Me, I'll just sail. Sail my boat and think about things, and maybe it'll change my whole lousy life.
Where? Where are you gonna do it?
The beach pad.
At your mother's house in Balboa?
Sure, why not? Nobody's there now.
Wild! How are you gonna swing it?
Oh, I'll send her a wire. Say I've been restricted to campus for Easter. I'll think of some reason. She doesn't really want me around anyway. And those nut friends of hers and their chatter. They open up whole new fields of neurosis in me.
You're lucky. You have someplace to go.
Come with me.
Oh, sure. What am I gonna tell my father?
Well, don't drop dead on me. I'll think of something. Come on, let's walk.
Faculty members who are going to stay on campus during Easter, Dr. Frowley, and a bill from the Monterey bookstore.
Doris, would you please put these away for me, dear?
$46. Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex, sketches by Gauguin, History of Modern Jazz, the collected papers of Sigmund Freud, Volume 2. I never ordered these books, did you?
No. Who signed for them?
Professor Willie Shoemaker. Shoemaker? We have no Shoemaker.
Well, he's quite a famous jockey. And from the material and the signature, it could only be Gordon Slide.
I'll expel that young idiot.
His mother will pay for the books, J.D. And he is a brilliant student. You know, San Paleo may well be very proud of him one day.
Let San Quentin be proud of him. I don't want to hear any more about him.
By the way, Blythe Holloway didn't show up at Geometry 1 this afternoon.
Oh, dear.
I looked in the girls' dormitory, but she's not there.
I'm afraid we're going to have to mention Gordon Slide again.
But I put them off limits to each other.
Call Mr. Bailey in the boys' dorm and see if he can locate Gordon. Blythe will undoubtedly be with him.
Clara, what are we going to do about them?
If we're smart, nothing. Because nothing terribly serious can come of this. They're not interested in one another sexually, so...
Clara!
Well, now, J.D., we have had that kind of trouble, you know.
I'd rather not discuss it.
They're just friends.
I'm fed up with both of them. I should expel her, too.
I remember the last time you had her on the carpet, she charmed the pants off you. Well, figuratively speaking, that is.
And I would like to remind you that in these unsettled times, the race is to the swiftest.
Hold it. You must be kidding. The race is to the swiftest. How dusty can you get?
Yeah, well, Alice?
Senator Holloway's office. Yes. Who? The San Paleo School.
Blythe? Hello, darling. Oh, Dr. Frawley. Hello. Is anything wrong?
No, nothing seriously wrong, Senator. I just wanted to inform you that your daughter is failing in geometry. We at San Paleo are quite disturbed about it.
Well, I assure you I am too, Dr. Frawley. What an old goat.
In my opinion, sir, Blythe should remain here at school during Easter and make up this work.
But I was expecting her home on Friday. I see so little of her.
I can understand your temporary frustration, Holloway, but you must realize we can't let Blythe lag scholastically. The race is to the swiftest, you know.
Yes. How right you are, Doctor. You're right, that is a dusty phrase. Couldn't Blythe make up her work here in Denver?
Well, her geometry teacher has volunteered his time to tutor her. I think she should take advantage of that. Blythe is here with me now. I think she agrees with my viewpoint on the matter.
Yes, well, may I speak to Blythe, please?
Just one moment, Senator.
Hello, Dad. I know. I'm sorry. No, I think Dr. Frawley's right. I really should.
Well, of course, if you feel you must, we will have the summer together. Now, Blythe, you just get that geometry up to scratch, and I'll make it up to you. Blythe, I'll miss you. Yes. Goodbye, darling. Oh, and say goodbye to Dr. Frawley. That girl never seems to quite hear me.
You do your best. It's a difficult age.
Hers or mine?
What's wrong?
I hate lying.
I hate standing here with my arms in the air. You feel guilty. It's normal. If you keep chopping yourself out, it could wreck our entire 2 weeks.
All right, let's drag it out of there.
Leave us alone.
Well, what do you think you're doing? Doing a phone moose against the law.
Joe
pump.
Now look, I don't take any guff off of you paleo punks.
Fly off, moron.
I'm warning you.
I couldn't read the sign on your cage.
Hey, what's going on here? What is...
Oh.
Throw it. Get us both dismembered.
Gee, I don't feel guilty anymore. I guess I got rid of it on him. Boy, I'm a slob. Sweet sometimes, but a slob. You sure you want me to go with you to the pad?
You talk like a creep. I asked you to go with me, didn't I?
You're a nut, Gordon Slide, but you're all I've got.
Let's mosey into town. Maybe I can think up some way to get you off that train to Denver and on the bus with me.
Got any ideas?
Maybe I'll call Alfred Hitchcock. He's got a lot of maniac plots.
He doesn't have to deal with Sophie Bradbury. She's the one that's chaperoning us to San Francisco.
Old Sophie? Old high-hurdle Sophie? She's chaperoning? Wow. She can be in about 10 places at once, and she's got eyes from her head to her ankles. The fuzz. Keep walking. Anything wrong, officer?
Yeah, I'm breaking the law.
Oh? How fast were we going?
Very funny. You know, hitchhiking is illegal. Want to take a little ride?
Not especially, sir.
You know, I just bet they'd like to see you up at that school on the hill. Come on, get in.
Drive carefully, officer.
In.
And if it weren't the day before the Easter vacations, I'd expel both of you. When you come back here, if you do come back, you will be off limits to each other permanently. Any deviation will result in immediate expulsion. Is that clear?
May I say something, sir?
No, you may not. What could you possibly say?
About the
Yes?
books I charged, sir.
Oh.
You see, I plan to donate them to the school
Was she
library as
down
soon as
there
I
now?
finished reading them.
Well, I'm coming right across. Yes, of course. Jenny Doherty's had another asthma attack. She's down with the nurse now. I'm going to go see about it.
I'd better go too, Dr. Frowley. She's my roommate.
You stay here, right here.
Sir, these asthma attacks of Doherty's are often psychological, sir. And Blythe being with Jenny just might soothe her.
Slide, why don't you just run my school?
May I say something, sir?
No, you may not. For heaven's sake, Slide, get out, get out, get out.
Will you stop that?
Jenny, please. Now let's go over it again.
I think it's just too thrilling and marvelous letting me share like this. I just love what you two do. This has been your best year. More things. How do you think of them?
Now, old Sophie always checks you on the train together, right? Because you both go to Denver, right?
You mean there'll be nobody at your mother's house, Gordon? Just you two? You'll tell me everything that happens. Everything.
Jenny, nothing's going to happen. We're just going to live together quietly.
Now, Jenny, what do you do after Blythe gets on the train?
I have my asthma attack. A blaster.
Right. Old Sophie has got to be occupied.
I'll practically pass out on her. If you keep your promise to tell me everything.
Somebody's coming.
Hi.
Hi there.
Slide. What do you think you're doing?
Overthrowing the government.
Boy, is he a kook.
Oh, sorry.
How many more you got up there?
I didn't count.
There you go. Come along. Stop talking. Susan Tunstead, take the hair out of your eyes. Come along. Move. No talking. Lou, come along. Hurry up. Halt. About face. Here we go. Car 95, first group. John Harmon, Philadelphia. Get aboard, John. Janice Roberts, Omaha. Up you go. There you are. Richard Brandon, New York. Up you go. Hurry along. Joni Pierce, Las Vegas. Hurry up, Joni. Blythe Holloway, Jenny Dougherty, Denver. There you are. Oh, now, Blythe, when you get to Denver, do behave yourself. Remember, you represent the school.
Yes, Miss Bradbury. They'll never even know I'm there.
Good girl. Up you go. Go along, Jenny. Gregory. Oh, no. Not now. Move back. Move back. Now, give her air. Now, Jenny, listen to me. Take a deep breath. Now, just take it very easy. Gregory Jones, Phoenix. Take it easy. Alice May, San Francisco. Deborah Stevens, Minneapolis. Up you go, Deborah.
No, Miss Bradbury, Fargo.
All right, Fargo. What's the difference? Get aboard. Please, Jenny. All steps. Jenny, breathe deep, please. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Breathe. Breathe. Fred Roberts, St. Paul. Oh, dear. Margaret North, Atlanta. And Barbara Smith, Cleveland. Oh, Jenny, dear, will you be all right? Poor...
I'm fine. I just need a change of scenery.
Oh, poor thing.
Achoo!
All aboard! Aboard!
Achoo! Achoo!
Well, I gave old Fergie the slip at the airport.
Everything you said, it went just like silk, Gordon.
Now simmer down. The tranquil time, that's what we're after. Shut your eyes and practice sailing like I taught you.
Aye, aye, Gordon, old sir.
Remember, you've got to be relaxed on the water, but alert. I said shut your eyes.
Sandra Slide. Paging Mrs. Slide.
Oh, Gregory, stop shouting. I was asleep.
I've been looking all over the ocean for you.
Gregory, you oaf, really. Suppose you dropped it. I don't want to have the sharks reading my messages. Oh, dear.
Anything wrong?
Well, it's Gordon. He can't join me. He's been restricted to his campus for skipping classes.
Gordon?
My son, she explained.
Oh.
My dear, foolish, fuzzy son.
I didn't know you had one. Just husbands.
It's by the first. A lady looking for number 3 does not admit to a 10-year-old son.
Wouldn't make the slightest diff to me.
Well, it might make a bit of a diff to your wife, older boy. Call me when you leave her, hmm? Now, bye-bye, Beggy Greggy. I'm going back to sleep again.
There she is. Hey, Sandra, wake up.
Hey, it's cocktail time. Off the set
Freddie.
now.
Freddie, stop. Stop it, you fool. Put me down in business. Oh, you idiot. She's hurt herself. No, it's just
You all
my
right,
ankle.
Sandra?
Yes, just my ankle's a little numb.
Oh, look. Isn't that wild? Isn't it marvelous? What a view. It's simply too much.
Now listen, schlub. This is a pretty wild town during Easter week. Full of those college types. Always on the prowl. Steer clear of them. Trouble.
Not for me. Boys just don't take me seriously. I just don't dig it with them. Not like Janie Schwarnhorn does. She makes them sizzle.
Sizzle. Schwarnhorn's a creep. Big blue eyes and that tiny little mind. You want to be like that? Well, that's it.
I just want to sit here and look at it. Our house, and the boats, and the water.
Know what's happening? You're getting the quiets inside. It's about time. Just let your mind skim. Like those boats. Boy, they got every kind out there. Snipes, mercs, penguins. Little one, there's a sabot.
And what's yours?
It's called a Lido 14. She's moored down there. It's funny. I get the feeling she knows I'm here. I'm nuts about her. Really am.
Know what I'm thinking?
About everything staying just like it is right now. Like if you take one more step, it'll all go away.
You always know.
Well, look at it this way, Blythe, old swabby. For about 2 weeks, we get it made.
Oh, where do you want me to put these?
In the closet in my mother's room. That's where you'll sleep.
Say, Gordon.
Yeah?
The bed's bare.
Come on, hop to, will you? Don't start acting like a guest around here. I hate guests. Hey, didn't you hear me? Come on. Well, don't look like such a spook. It's just that I want you to learn some self-reliance, independence. That's what you need. First thing in the morning, we'll get some food in here. That'll be your department, cooking up stuff.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm not so hot at it, cooking.
That's why they print cookbooks. Crack one.
Yes, sir, Gordon, old sir. Gordon? Gordon?
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Oh, nothing. Darned old wind just has me shook up.
What wind? There's no wind.
Well, I just can't sleep.
You can't sit here and freeze. Now, come on, get back to bed.
I guess I should have told you. I'm afraid to sleep in there alone. Now, don't chop me out. I can't help it. I'm just chicken. And sometimes I get these terrible nightmares.
You know, lots of people have these disturbing dreams. Sort of a working of the unconscious. How long you been having them?
Well, since my mother died, I guess. Since then.
That long, huh? That's interesting. Very interesting.
Say, Gordon,
Yeah?
I was just thinking, well, you have 2 beds in your room. Well, instead of using 2 rooms, I mean using your mother's room and getting it all messed up, just more to clean it all.
Are you kidding? You can't sleep in there with me. For Pete's sake, I read until all hours of the night, and you're still growing. You need your sleep. What a nut.
Well, It was just an idea.
Look, I tell you what. You leave your door open, and I'll leave my door open, too. And that way it'll be like one room almost. And if you get scared, just yell. Now, come on, get back to bed. I'll sit with you until you cock off. Okay, hop in. You know, you've got to talk about these fears. That's a way of getting rid of them, see?
But I can't.
Well, sure you can. Now, we'll lick this thing, just like we did the old chemistry bit when you thought you couldn't get it. Now, why don't you just tell me about these dreams? You know, anything that comes into your head.
Gee, I've had some real chillers. I've been stuck up on high cliffs and fallen thousands of feet. And I've had cats chase me, and all of a sudden they turn into tigers. And I'll bet you I've drowned at least 20 times.
That's interesting. It's very interesting.
And once I was in this spooky barn with all sorts of sharp things hanging over my head. Like pitchforks and saws. Real weirdo. And every time I went to take a step, one of them would drop. Boing! And worst of all are the people mares. That's what I call the ones that have people in them. Grown-ups with great, big, enormous heads and great, big bug eyes. And they stare and stare, just like old Owlhead Frowley does. And I'm in this deep pit, see? And they're pushing books and everything on.
Hey, what is this? Hey, let go, will you? What's going on here?
Good morning.
This dog, where'd he come from?
Well, I went shopping this morning at the supermarket, and he just followed me home. He's ours now. I call him Gauguin.
You don't boil cocoa, you bring it to a simmer. You can't keep this mutt. You think I want people snooping around here looking for some lost dog?
Well, he's not lost. Anybody can see that. He's just a stray.
Then let him stray.
All right. It's just that I never felt anything alive ever belonged to me before, except you, Gordon.
10 pounds of hamburger, 7 cans of chili, and 2 quarts of ice cream?
I just thought we'd eat the things we liked.
And get scurvy? Didn't you ever hear of a balanced diet?
Well, I bought peaches.
I saw 1 can. Thanks loads. Hey, where you going? I said you could keep him, didn't I?
Oh, boy. I'll have your breakfast for you in a sec.
Never mind. I'll open the peaches. Looks just like mud. Did you buy any coffee? Well, did you?
I sure am a lost cause.
Well, don't worry about it. And don't let the old ego slip. You'll learn. I'll show you how to make out a shopping list. See, we better get him some dog food. Gauguin, huh? How come you named him that?
Well, he already chewed up 2 of your paintbrushes.
Hey, you want to take over?
Yeah.
Here you go. saints go marching in. Oh Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Japan. I thought Japan'd be nice. Get there for dinner.
Come about, idiot. It's too windy out there today. They're all coming in.
Aw, don't be a drag, Skipper. Where's the old confidence in the crew? Where's the old Navy spirit? Go, go, go.
Okay, go. But keep her on course. Into the wind. Keep her into it.
I can't!
Steady now. Don't spook on me. I gotta try to get this sail down.
It's these darn swells!
Into the wind.
Gordon, we're going over!
Hold her steady.
I can't!
Swim clear. Are you all right?
I'm all right. Where's Gauguin?
I got him. Swim around to the other side.
All right. Only let's hurry. It's freezing.
Keep your legs moving. Keep circulation going.
Sorry, I goofed.
Talk. Just save your energy. You stay still and save yours too. Look out! Going down. Grab the centerboard.
Gordon! Gordon! Gordon, let him go!
You'll never make it.
Please let him go!
Don't go panic city on me. Just keep moving those legs. Hey, Nut! Look! It's the Coast Guard! I'm in trouble. Boy, will they chop me out.
Line away! Heads up!
Keep that line around.
Put your arms up, pal. That's the way. This one's off the hook.
You caught a beauty. I may throw mine back. For your scrapbook. Don't you know better than to try to walk home in a storm? How about some hot coffee?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Thanks.
Easter egg head week. Get that boat upright.
And you think that's funny? You should have seen my buddy Flegler there. The time he tried to rescue this fat lady skin diver. She kept flapping her fins in his face like a drunken walrus.
Yeah, Seppi.
Seppi, is that your first name or last?
Well, short for Giuseppe. I'm Italian descent, Natch. Giuseppe Vittorio La Barba. My mother stopped having kids when she ran out of names. She got up to 14.
14 children?
No, 7. 2 names apiece. Hey, your feet are still like ice. How about some more hot coffee?
No, thanks.
You know, I saw this movie once where Debbie Reynolds gets washed off this cabin cruiser. And we fished you in Wet and All. You look just like her.
Oh, sure.
Well, same sort of eyes and nose.
Why don't you stop conning this guy's chick?
Hey, here comes the chief.
You might have lost your silly lives. Don't you know any better than to take a boat into open sea in weather like this?
Yes, sir. I know I was pretty dumb.
It was my fault. You see, I'm just learning to sail.
Well, you picked a great teacher. You let a beginner get out that far? How sound were you sleeping? Well, never mind. Where do you live?
On Emerald Street off Bay Road, sir. We're vacationing at my mother's place.
Tell him next time he gets in a boat, take his mother with him. Have him fill out an assistance report.
Chief, when we dock, can I have permission to drive them home?
I get your drift, LaBarber, but I think we've wasted enough government fuel on him.
But I'd use my own heap.
Thanks, but we can walk.
Well, you better let him take you home. Pick up your boat and close in the morning.
Boy, she sure sounds great.
Flegler chromed the carburetors. He owns half of her.
She's real twitching.
Well, she didn't look like much till we painted her red. Next leave I get, I'm gonna drive her back home. When Fiorello sees her, he's gonna get a real charge. He's one of my brothers, named after Fiorello LaGuardia. You ever hear of him?
Yeah, used to be the mayor of New York, didn't he? Sort of a flip over fire engines?
That's him. A real swinger for the people. Que gran bravumo, my father always said. Means a real great guy. You know, when LaGuardia died, the whole family just bawled for hours, just to keep my old man company. Really worshipped him.
Is your father in politics?
No, he owns a fish market in Hampton Bays, Long Island. Saved up enough dang clams so he can buy it. I got great parents. My father especially. He's got a way of just looking at us kids that'd make us feel good. Just smiles at you and you think you're the greatest thing alive. Hey, you got someplace here.
Yeah, gee, I'd like to ask you in, but my mother's not feeling so hot. I mean, well, you know, when she finds out what happened, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Oh, well, that's okay. I gotta be getting back anyway. I get a lot of passes, though. Skipper's very lenient about giving us time off.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, thanks for the lift. Thanks a lot.
Well, watch yourselves. You know, take it easy. It was sure nice to meet you. I'll see you around, I hope.
I hope.
Hi, Gordon.
Seppi's on a pass.
How long you been here?
Oh, not long. I just dropped by to see how you recovered from the dunking.
Oh, fine. We're just fine.
And I'm glad to hear your mother's feeling better.
She is? Oh, yeah, she is much. She
went shopping. I told him to Los Angeles.
Yeah, shops like a maniac all the time.
Say, you got some wild wax here. A great collection.
Just toss them anywhere.
We gotta keep things neat around here. Uncomplicated.
Put them in the bedroom, please.
But you know, some of them are still damp. Your sweater and bra.
I'm frazzled. Aren't you?
Oh, no. I got my training at these bashes we have back home. Clam diggers, block parties. They go all night. Gee, Blythe, you sure dance great.
You too.
While you were resting, I thought I'd get a little work done. Saturday's cleaning day around here. Gee, I hope this thing doesn't bother you.
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, I could dust first.
Why don't you just forget it, okay?
Yeah. So long, Seppi.
It was fun. I hope it was for you.
Listen. Oh, Why don't we go somewhere tonight where we can be alone?
Well, I don't know. You see...
Well, so long. Well, thanks anyway. I'll go now.
It was nice of you to come. Will you shut that thing off?
Don't be a crack-up. I had to figure some way to shake him, didn't I? You want him to find out my mother's like 2,000 miles away?
Gordon, you are getting to be a drag.
Well, I just like a little privacy, that's all. And what about my lunch? I'm hungry.
All right, all right. I'm nothing but a stoop slave around here.
We could skip the old geometry tonight and go to a movie.
If you want to.
Or we could take the boat out. Gee, it's a nice night.
Hi there.
Oh! It's Seppi. Hello.
I was just taking a walk, nothing to do, so I dropped by.
Well, I'm glad you did.
And I thought it was about time I met your mother.
My mother? Oh, she's at the movies.
Oh, well, she doesn't stay around here much, does she?
No. Well, she's restless. Very restless type, my old mother.
It's funny how I keep missing her.
Yeah.
Would you like some coffee or some dessert, maybe?
Well, no thanks. I just had dinner.
Oh.
But how about a walk on the beach?
Oh, we couldn't. We gotta get on the old geometry. She's way behind.
Well, she'll have plenty of time when she gets back.
Hey, wait a second. What about the dishes?
Go ahead without me.
Well, Flegler's got a flock of chicks, but I'm not like him. I'm sort of a one-girl guy.
Do you have a girl?
No. There was this one in Hampton Bays, Ellie Barston. Well, we were sort of engaged, but she married this guy who owns a tire store.
Oh. Well, I guess life doesn't always arrange itself any too great.
You know, you're very mature. You really are.
I am?
And you've got a beautiful face. And everything. Don't go in just yet. Got lots more I want to talk to you about. Say, well, what goes on with him anyway?
Oh, nothing. Gordon's just weird at times.
Well, I don't know. He acts like he owns you or something. And that mother of his, is she ever around?
Well, I guess it's good night.
I guess so. Lucky mutt. Hey, go get your own girl.
Hey. Let's have a little talk, Ophelia. I think it's about time.
What's about time?
Well, I don't know if anybody ever talked to you about, you know, about things, boys and all, and sailors. But you sure don't act like it.
Just what are you implying, Gordon Slide? I know just as much about things as you do.
Now, look, there's nothing wrong with being kind of naive, sort of impressionable, but...
Naive? Me?
Well, you know, you're my responsibility while you're at this pad anyway. I don't know Seppi very well, so just don't go wandering off with him alone, that's all.
That remark was uncalled for.
Listen to how you're talking. Like some crummy TV actress.
Sometimes you are the most impossible person I know.
You see what I mean? Can't you talk natural about this sailor? You gotta act grown up and phony all of a sudden?
Well, he's perfectly sweet. And he treats me like a woman.
Now, that worries me.
You and your theories and your books and your theorems and your dumb, creepy attitude toward people.
Where's the quiet life? Where?
We're supposed to be patrolling the bay, not sitting out here like ducks watching for a mother. You sure that Gordon's got a mother?
We haven't seen one grabbing sign of her.
Hey, maybe he's an orphan.
Okay, back to the wheel.
Some sleuth. Watches all morning and still won't believe she's living with that guy alone.
Say, Fligler, I got duty tonight. How'd you like to make a little loot? Say $2 an hour?
I'll start listening at 5.
So what are you doing, LaBarba?
Practicing code with Fligger.
Good. N-O-M-O-T-H-E-R. No mother. What kind of a message is that?
Gordon?
What is it, a nightmare?
No, there's a prowler outside.
You mean inside in your head?
No, for real, honest, outside. First he was by the window, and then out front.
Come on, I'll show you. There, you see? Nothing.
There.
Where is she? Where? Where?
Are you crazy or something? What's the big idea?
Nothing, just nothing. I just don't get you two, that's all.
Do you know what time it is?
I've been up all night, just thinking about it.
Thinking about what?
Where's your mother? No mother, that's what.
Now stop yelling like a maniac. You scared her silly.
Gordon, I think we better tell him.
I don't want to hear it.
He's flipped. Now do you see the danger of jumping to kooky conclusions about people?
Well, how do you expect him to act?
He's probably a schizo or something.
Look at you, all rumpled and everything.
Rumpled?
Well, what else could he think?
About what? We got a nut on our hands.
Seeing you come out of my bedroom.
Well, so what if I... Yeah? You think he... Now, that is nutty. Hey, what if he talks? I mean, what if he shoots his mouth off?
He wouldn't. He was too crushed.
Hey, knock it off, huh? Can't stand that sound. Sniffling. I mean, how depressing can you get?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not like we're ruined or anything.
I am.
All right. Look, I'll go find him and explain the whole scene. After I get some sleep, okay?
Gordon, you're a true friend.
I'm a dope. That's what I am. Hey! Hey, I looked all over for him. I can't find him anywhere.
Hi, Gordon.
He came right after you left. I told him everything about our living together.
Sneaking off from school like that. You should have had more sense. What a crazy thing to do.
What's crazy was spending my whole morning looking for you.
I don't get him at all.
Oh, don't worry about Gordon.
Hey!
Come on.
Come on, I'll go tell him about tomorrow night.
Better let me do it.
Hi. When's he leaving?
Oh, I don't know. Better not count on me for dinner tomorrow night on account of the party.
Party? We're not having any party here.
Well, it's Seppi's party at the Red Snapper. There'll be dancing and everything.
Well, I don't want to go.
You weren't exactly invited.
I wasn't? Well, who was invited?
Just me, Seppi, Oscar, and his date.
No. Absolutely no. You're not running off alone to any nightclub with any sailor.
I won't be alone. I'll be with that sailor and his friends. And I have a perfect right to meet them.
He wants you to meet his friends. Let him bring them here. Right in our own house.
Oh, Gordon, it's just a little party, and I'm going.
Hey, wait a minute. You want a party? I got a great idea. We'll have a real party right here.
Well, I don't know.
Sure, why not? Be your farewell bash for Seppi. Got the perfect setup here. He can invite all his friends, and you can be the hostess.
The hostess? Well, I guess I could. That's a marvelous idea. I've never had a party of my own. I'll go tell him. Hey,
You don't have to tell me.
we're gonna have the party right here. It's Gordon's idea, isn't it great?
Oh, great. He probably invented the Goldfish Bowl.
But, Senator, I'm as disturbed as you are. Since the day I inherited San Peleo, we've never lost one single student.
Dr. Frowley, I'm afraid we've just lost 2.
What?
Gordon Slide never got to Honolulu.
Frowley, what kind of school are you running here?
I had a hunch, and so I spoke to his mother. She's on her way here from Honolulu now. She'd like you to meet her at the airport in Los Angeles, Senator.
Meet her? Why should I meet her? Is everyone insane around here?
Mrs. Slide will take you to her beach house in Balboa, Senator.
Beach, would you please make sense?
She's certain that's where Gordon has taken Blythe.
Where what? Where who has taken Blythe? Who the hell is Gordon Slide?
He's impossible, that's who he is. I'm sick of his wild, sneaking, troublemaking escapades. I'm going to expel him this time.
Frowley, you allow a wild male student, that was your word for him, Frowley, to run off with my daughter to a beach house?
But, Senator, this Slide boy and Blythe are merely just friends. Isn't that right, Clara?
Just friends.
Just friends? Living down there together alone? Do you realize the scandal this will cause? Frowley, I did not send Blythe to your private school to wreck my public life.
And that big blue bag over there, Sky Cap, please. Not the dark blue ones, you know, the light blue, same as the color you're carrying now. Thank you
Miss
very much.
Slide,
Yes.
the cab is waiting. Now, how about the
thank you,
bags?
Senator.
I mean, you haven't got your bags together yet?
No, they're not all here yet. Would you hold this for me, please? And maybe you could get my
What
blue bag
is
over
this?
there. It's for my ankle.
Oh.
Could you get my blue bag over there for me now,
yes,
please?
sir.
Oh, Senator, darling, I'm sorry, but my coat. Thank you.
Watch it, Max. Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Mrs. Slide.
Never mind, Senator. I'll hold it. Now, perhaps you could get my blue bag? Senator, you all right? Senator?
I'm all right. I'm all right, Mrs. Slide. Now, is this it? Is this all?
No, I'm afraid there are a few more. After we get the children straightened out, I'm going to have to go right on to Paris. Perhaps I should check some of these straight on through. What do you think?
Mrs. Slide, I'm sure I do not know. I can tell you that I am very worried. I would like to get started now.
Well, there are a lot of things I can buy in Paris. Tell me what you think, Senator. Here. I know what I'll do. I'll check all of them here before we leave.
Is that it?
Well, I really don't know, sir.
I have a wonderful idea. Why don't you just scoot out of here and go and phone the house and just tell them to sit tight?
I did phone your house, Mrs. Slide. Your phone is disconnected.
It is? Oh, could you give me my 2 hat boxes over there, please?
Yes,
I just feel naked without a hat, don't you, Senator? Oh, you'll just adore Gordon. He's such a wonderful boy, and when he's not being moody, he's very amusing. He's a marvelous mimic.
Yes, I know. And one of those amusing routines of his started this whole thing. Dr. Fowley calling. Now, the cab is right out here.
Yeah, I've had it with that thing, buddy.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do you think?
Where'd you get that?
It's your mother's.
Well, you better take it off.
I'll be careful of it. Honest, I will. Don't you think it does something for me?
Do something to me if you spill anything on it.
Gordon, get the door, please.
Here we are. Hey, it looks like we're all set up. Got some beer and stuff right here in case you run out. This here is Ruth.
Hi.
She's with me. And this is Jackie Donovan. Jackie, I'd like you to meet Gordon. What was your last name again, Gordon?
Slide. How do you do? Oh, and this is Blythe Holloway.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, would you like some punch or something?
I think I'll have something a little stronger, if you don't mind.
Well, I guess so.
Who's she?
Hey, wait a second. Hey.
Oh, Flegler brought her for Gordon. I might get some time alone.
She looks kind of old.
He'll like her. Flegler tells me she's the real lively type.
I bet.
We just ate at the Red Snapper. It's very refined. You know the Red Snapper?
Yeah.
This girlfriend of mine, Shirley, she says she saw Jack Lemmon there one night. You interested in movies, Gordon?
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not like Shirley. She practically faints dead every time she sees one of those celebrities. And after all, they're only human. Just like you and me, don't you think?
Well, I guess so.
I just love the decor of your place, Gordon. The decor is lovely. 1, 2.
Yeah.
You go to college, I bet.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Hey, we got visitors. I wonder who it can be. Just relax. Enjoy yourself. Hug him.
Good. We just doctored my boulder and brought along a few friends, okay?
Make yourself at home.
Did you invite all these people?
Well, you wanted a party, didn't you? Party takes people.
Party!
So go, for don't you know you're only young once? Laugh and have fun, love's on the run, you're only young once. Give rum a taste, don't beat your waist, and get your heart riddled. For you will find that no father time does not stand still. Don't sit and waste your life away, you're only young once. Get in the swing, do everything that your young heart wants. What you have now won't always last, so give it one big blast. Don't be a flame that wasn't flung. Don't be a bell that hasn't rung. Join in the fun and be among the only young ones. Don't sit and wish your life away, you're only young once. Get in the swing, do everything that your young heart wants. What you have now won't always last, so give it one big blast. Don't be a fling that wasn't flung. Don't be a bell that hasn't rung. Join in the fun and be among the only young ones. You're only young ones. You're only young ones.
You know, people without inhibitions, well, it's a real neurosis. You know that?
You talk so cute. You're so cute.
Will you stop saying that? I mean, you're the most public person I ever met.
Well, just how did you mean that, Ramon?
I didn't mean anything. Honest, I didn't. You're real attractive. Excuse me?
Terrence, stop!
Watch it, will you? This thing's imported.
Oh, butt out, buddy. Come on, honey.
Stop!
Seen Blythe anywhere?
Try something. He'll know.
We ought to go back.
Well, what for? It's Cunningham's boat, and he's at the party. Said I could use it.
Use it. Seppi, don't.
Well, now what's wrong?
Oh, that Jackie, she's just awful. Gordon's absolutely miserable.
Oh, Gordon, we have to talk about him. Look, I just wanted to keep him occupied, that's all.
Well, I don't want him occupied by her.
Come on, Blythe. Forget it, okay?
I want to go back.
Well, what for?
I just want to.
Look, forget Gordon, okay? Hey, what's the big idea?
Oh, just go away.
Well, that's the way I want it. All right.
Hey, where you going? Looking for somebody? Here I am.
I gotta go find Blythe and Seppi.
What for? Leave them alone. That's what they want to be alone.
She doesn't know what she wants. She's kind of mixed up, see?
What's with you anyway? I've been watching you all evening. The way you watch her all the time. Is that all you can do?
Look, you just don't understand.
Oh, yes, I do. I get the message. You're the one who's mixed up and afraid to admit it.
Well, I better go find them.
You don't fool me acting like her father. You're stuck on her. That's what.
Anything wrong? I saw your friend leave.
I was just going.
Oh, you don't have to go. Stay. I own this tub.
I guess so. What about him?
He'll be okay.
What do you think you're doing?
What's going on in there?
Sounds like they're having a party. My house! Stop it! Stop it! What are they doing to my house? Stop them! Stop them this instant! Stop it! Stop it! Do you hear?
Stop that! Stop that! Stop that this instant! Just stop! Wait! Get away! Just get away!
Wow, Daddy. Did you ever see such a ball in all your life?
Parents will hear from us. Outside, let's go. Hey, let's get in here. It's about this, man.
Get away! Get away! Just get away! Get away!
Now, let me get this straight. You mean you've been allowing your two teenage kids to live here together alone?
Well, officer, I didn't allow them. They just ran away together.
Where were you?
Well, in Honolulu.
And you?
Well, now, what has that got to do with anything, officer?
Now, you listen to me. I have 5 kids, and I know where every one of them is at any given moment. And it's your
Hey,
responsibility.
Found him in a closet in there. Isn't this your son?
Parents.
Look, Dad,
You wait outside.
Come on.
I'll get out of your life.
What for? It's kind of a wreck anyway. Sort of a 4-car accident.
When I think how I acted with Seppi, like you said, naive, thinking I really cared.
Yeah.
Trouble with me the way I am, I'll never be able to care for anyone more than sort of superficial.
Superficially?
Yes, superficially.
What about me?
What?
Nothing. Just sort of fell out of my stupid face.
How do I feel about you?
Well, I guess we better be getting back, huh?
No, I'm thinking about what you said.
Don't. I mean, if you have to think about it.
But you always tell me to think things out. Use my head. What's wrong? Something is.
Not really. It's just... things won't be the same anymore between us.
Don't worry about it, huh?
Come on, out of there. Blythe, come up here. This moment.
It's my father.
Gordon? Gordon Slide.
Worse. It's my mother. Hurricane Sandra time.
Oh, what a mess. It looks as though it's been torpedoed.
And you. Just look at you.
Dad, please.
That dress all torn. Now, how did that happen? Slide, suppose you explain that.
Gordon, that dress. Is that mine?
I guess so.
It's not his fault. Really, it isn't. He told me to take it off.
Oh, he did. Slide, get away from me. You just get away from me. I want to know exactly what has happened. Get away, get away. Get away. What has happened between you and my daughter?
Well, nothing much, actually, sir.
Nothing. You've just ruined this house.
That's not all he's ruined. From what I saw going on that boat.
Dad, would you just not say any more?
May I say something, sir?
Well, you had better, luring my daughter down here, ruining her reputation, throwing wild parties. Don't you realize that this girl is as much in public life as I am?
Well, sir, I know it looks bad, you know, the party and all, but, well, up until then, I swear, we were just living together quietly.
Living together quietly. I know all about you, Slide. You have kept Blythe in trouble for 2 years, and now it is serious trouble.
I suppose so, sir.
Gordon, what are you saying? Have you and this girl been... Please, will you look at me, Gordon?
Let him look at me.
You're awful, both of you, just awful. And if I'm wrong, I don't care. I just don't care.
Blythe, come out here.
Oh, now, Santa.
Blythe, come out here this minute. Come out here. Come out of here right now. Get that fool dog off of me. Blythe, come out here. Do you hear me?
Santa, please. Now, please don't frighten her. She might do something. Something drastic.
Oh, I don't think she would do anything. You think she might?
Easy, boy. She won't do anything.
How would you know?
I know her.
I'll bet you do. Well, where's the phone book? I'm calling a hotel. We're leaving here right now.
That phone's disconnected, sir.
And you won't find anything within miles of here. It's Easter week. Everything's jammed.
Sir, if it just stays nice and quiet like it is now, well, she'll probably let me in there to talk to her.
I don't want you talking to her.
You'd better spend the night here tonight, Senator. Now, there are 2 nice beds in Gordon's room, and you can both sleep in there. And after you're both asleep, I'm sure that Blythe will let me into the bedroom and I can talk to her. Gordon, where are you going?
I think I'll sleep out on my boat.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
Get that vicious animal out of here.
Yes, sir. Come on, Gauguin. Out you go, boy. That's it, boy. You know, I heard that, you were very athletic in college, sir. Won a lot of letters and everything. Isn't that right, sir?
Uh-huh.
You know, I guess it must be pretty difficult in politics. I mean, it must take a lot of maturity and understanding. But what with all the pressure groups and the crackpots and...
Open the window.
Yes, sir. You like it all the way open, sir?
Uh-huh.
Halfway, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Oh, you know, it gets awfully cold down at the beach at night, and you only have 1 blanket. Take mine.
I don't want it.
Well, I don't need it, really. I'm very warm-blooded.
Never mind.
No, sometimes I even sleep naked.
I don't want to know how you sleep. Just turn off the light.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, darling.
How's Blythe?
She's fine. She's still sleeping. Gordon,
Yeah?
will you ever forgive me?
For what?
Well, I had a long, long talk with Blythe last night, and she really opened my eyes about us. I mean, about you and me. She talked about you for hours, about the way you
She
feel,
did.
about the kind of person you are, and that she made me realize how neglectful and how selfish
Mother.
I've been, and I promise
Mom,
you that...
will you please just stop chopping yourself out? I mean, she talks like a nut, like her father. Must be hereditary.
She made me see what kind of a person you are, and she made me see that I haven't spent enough time with you. And, darling, I promise it's all
Boy,
gonna
like
be
I'm not in
completely
enough trouble
different.
already with him or father.
Now, you don't have to worry about her father. I've got plenty to say to him, too.
Mother, please, just leave it alone.
Honey, will you believe in me? I promise you, everything will be different from now on in.
Mrs. Lyne,
Yes?
could I talk to you for a minute?
Come in.
5 of my men were picked up at a riot in this house. Just what kind of a house is it?
Now, just a minute.
He's been creating havoc in this town. He's the reason for all the trouble my men are in.
If you'd kept that sailor on your boat instead of letting him chase after Blythe.
Sailor? What sailor?
Blythe, I'm sorry about last night running out on you.
Please, I just don't want to talk about it.
But I've got to talk to you.
Just what is going on here? Take your hands off her. Blythe, who is this sailor?
Doesn't matter. It's all over.
What's all over? What's happened between you two?
Well, nothing, sir, not really. Are you her father?
Uh-huh. You're the sailor who's been chasing Blythe.
Seaman LaBarba has a very fine record. I'm sure that...
I don't care about his record. What have you been doing with my daughter?
Nothing. He couldn't do anything. She's been too well chaperoned.
By who, I'd like to know?
By my son, that's who. He's been guarding her like a tiger.
Him?
Him.
Yes, sir. He's been taking very good care of her.
And that isn't all. Gordon saved Blythe from being attacked in a cabin cruiser. He practically killed a man.
Well, why didn't he tell me all this before?
Because you wouldn't listen. You were so busy yelling, you wouldn't hear anything.
There's still a matter of the charges
Right.
against my men.
Oh, never mind your men.
Well, we're not worried about your man.
Gordon, where are you going?
This quiet time's getting to me. I can't stand it. Don't worry, all right.
Please, I've only got a few minutes.
Seppi, I don't know how to tell you this. Well, something's happened. I mean,
You don't have to say it. It's Gordon, isn't it? I was worried about him.
I'm sorry, Seppi.
That's okay. I guess I knew from the minute I fished you out of the water. Someday I'd have to throw you back. Well, one thing. Would you mind if I wrote to you?
Oh, Seppi, of course I wouldn't. And I'll write you, too.
I'd like to say one more thing. You're a real flower of a chick.
Do you mind if I come aboard?
Okay. Oh, careful, sir. She's just been painted on that side.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. It's a nice little rig you've got here. You know, I used to do some sailing myself. These little catboats will really scoot, won't they?
She's not a cat, sir. It's a Lido 14.
Oh. I'm not very good at getting to it, am I? Well, you see, the reason I came down here, it's about Blythe. Gordon, she won't even talk to me. I guess I can't blame her very much. Or you, after all those accusations I made.
Sir, what you thought about us before, that doesn't matter now. Her problems are, well, they're deeper. I guess you know that.
You're pretty fond of her, aren't you?
She's okay.
Gordon, the reason I came, I thought, well, you know her better than anyone else. Maybe you could help me. Then you could talk to her. You could handle it for me.
No, I couldn't, sir. It might sound kind of crummy, but I'm real sick of handling all her problems. I guess I acted like a nut sometimes, giving out with all that madman advice like I was her father or something. I'm sorry I sounded off, sir. I guess I go too far sometimes.
Gordon, I have never been told off so nicely in my life. From now on, I'll try and take over. Blythe? What's wrong?
It's all right, Senator. She's just feeling badly about Gauguin. Don't worry, Blythe, dear. We'll find him a good home.
No, you won't. I'm gonna take him back to school. That's what I'm gonna do.
You know they don't allow dogs. We're lucky if Owlhead lets us back.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Blythe. When you come home this summer, I'll buy you another dog.
But I don't want another dog.
Senator, sir, I was just thinking, you're sort of alone in public life. I mean, well, people don't identify loners with anything human. Humane, I mean.
I don't follow you, Gordon.
Neither do I, dear.
Well, take some politicians. They have interesting wives or large families. It makes them seem not selfish. It's a real vote-getter.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Take babies, for instance. Everybody loves babies. Well, you know what the public loves even more than babies? Yeah, him.
Now, wait just a minute, Gordon. That dog hates me. See?
And further, we must take instant action to assure the passage of this...
Just steady, boy, steady. Just relax.
Didn't you hear the buzzer? School's on the phone.
Oh, fine. Hello. Oh, no, that's quite all right. I'll wait. They're sending for Blythe. She's in class. Oh, sit down, Alice. I'll be with you in a minute.
She should be pretty excited when she hears about your plans for the summer.
I hope I'm doing the right thing. The thought of spending 2 months with that Mrs. Slide makes me nervous. Still, it'll be nice for the kids.
This Mrs. Slide, Senator, what's she like?
Attractive, divorced, restless. No, just get that look off of your face, Alice. She has no designs on me. Besides, where women are concerned, I'm very sneaky. Hello? Hello? What in the world's keeping that girl?
I was hoping you'd see me.
Yeah? What's a scam?
This old thing. Finals tomorrow. And there's nothing in my head. Gordon, it's life or death.
Well, don't worry about that now. We've got bigger problems. Sandra's been jamming it up on the phone with your old father. She's talked him into both of you spending the summer with us.
Now that could be a drag with them.
Now, you know it. Mother's a born social director. She'll run us ragged. You know, I was just thinking.
I know, I could hear you.
I ever tell you about my uncle's shack in Jackson Hole? That's in Wyoming.
I'm reading the scene.
Fat trout in the streams, clear, cold nights. Great place to get away from it all. Sort of contemplate life.
You know, I have a friend from there. Jackson Hole, in Wyoming.
Yeah? I never heard you mention it before.
I'm making it up in my head.
She going to ask you to visit her?
I have a feeling she will.
Swim, 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 swim.